that aims to build a friendly and secure community. Our agency list is unique as it highlights the key strengths of our members in handling freight in Africa. Finally, I would like to invite you all to our second annual partnership meet, which will take place on September 22nd through to the 26th at the W Hotel in Dubai. Here, you'll have the opportunity to meet with other forwarders who have a shared interest in Africa. For more information, please visit our website www.emergefreightalliance.com/Dubai. Thank you for your time in attending our orientation meet. Welcome to Emerge, the Freight Alliance for Africa. Stay safe and healthy during these times, and I look forward to welcoming you all very soon. All right, great. I hope you got a little bit of insight on what we do at Emerge and a little bit about why Emerge would work. I'm going to just jump into our open community mic session where we have, I will call out some of you. When I do, please unmute yourself, come in, introduce yourself to the community, the company, and where you're from, and perhaps also tell us why you're here today. I can maybe start off with Tesfaye. He's one of our members. If you can unmute yourself, introduce yourself to the community and tell us where you're from and why you're here today. Tesfaye?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Melvin. Nice meeting you again.
Nice to see you as well.
As you said, I am Tesfaye Galan, owner and manager of TM Multimodal Logistics. We are based in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, East Africa. We are engaged in freight forwarding business for about almost 5 years. Previously, we have been engaged in various capacities as a freight forwarder, foreign trade, auxiliary. But since last 5 years, we have been completely in freight forwarding business. So I'm happy to work with Emerge. I'm the founding member from Ethiopia. Continue to work with our friends from Emerge. This is all about me, just not to take your time. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Sam Watts, if you can unmute yourself and come in and introduce to the community.
From England, from Advantage Worldwide. We're a freight forwarder, independently owned in the UK. Been working in the market now for about 20 years, so very well established in the UK. Lots of freight moving all around the world. I'm very interested for sort of new opportunities in Africa. Obviously, it's a huge market and a huge opportunity, I think, for the future. So yeah, very interested to hear from some more of the members, really. Thanks very much.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. Jana Tata, if you can unmute yourself and come in.
Hello, everyone. Jana here, Compass Ocean Logistics. Just recently joined Emerge and really excited to get to know everyone and see everyone in Dubai. Look forward to start some business in Africa. It's a developing market, and look forward to tap into this niche. We are based in China and in Taiwan. I'm currently in Taipei, and we tend to have the HQ here because of Evergreen and Yangming Line, since they're a Taiwanese-based shipping line. So it gives us access to their headquarters to better negotiate for contract rates and whatnot. So I look forward to share all of that with you all.
Awesome. Where are you originally from, though? You don't sound Chinese.
No, I'm Taiwanese on paper.
Okay.
I'm originally Syrian, so I'm trilingual.
Okay, that's awesome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Antonio Bucci, you want to quickly unmute yourself and come in? Antonio is joining us from his phone, so maybe he's okay. There he is. Go ahead.
I'm here, sorry. I don't know if you can see me.
We can. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm from Italy, Milano. We are A-class worldwide. We are specialized in air freight, sea freight, and projects. I've been in the market for more than 58 years. We're still learning. We have a great experience. We have a great backup in Italy. We are part of the Fercam Group, which is rail and truck company with 117 offices in Italy and Europe, which allows us to give a setup or a network for pickup and delivery, so we can be of help to everybody. And we have a nice team. We have 6 offices here and about to open in Barcelona in Spain.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Looking forward to chatting more as we go along. Dave Orchard, you want to quickly unmute yourself and come in? Dave? Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I'm actually just a visitor here today. I am part of a few of the other networks with Melbourne. So as a visitor, I just wanted to get a better understanding of what the purpose and future of this Emerge Africa is. I've been in a joint venture with a European company since 2009 under SECO, which I bought in December last year. So I'm now the sole owner of a SECO in South Africa.
Nice.
We've been involved in shipping for over 20 years already, mainly in the mineral exports from South Africa, but we've also been doing a lot of project cargo, a lot of freight forwarding out of China, Southeast Asia. And yes, I'm hoping to get some good input from this meeting and see where it goes.
Okay, awesome. We have another member of our Michael. You want to come in, unmute yourself? Good to see you.
Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. Myself, I'm Raja. Thanks, Melvin, for introducing. I'm representing SACO, headquartered in Singapore, focus on Southeast Asia logistic business. We've been around for 36 years, and yeah, our key focus is in e-commerce, cross-border e-commerce fulfillment, and of course in airline charters and GSA businesses. Some part of the whole logistic aspect parts we are doing right now. That's a little bit about myself, and I'm here to, of course, engage and understand, know more of our partners, network partners here.
I'll take one more before we go into our new member introductions. If I can have that's Sanya Lazik. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I'm fairly certain I'm not. So feel free to correct me first and then introduce yourself.
Almost, but my CEO, Mr. Neil Rosenberg, is here, so he will represent the company. Mr. Neil.
Okay. Okay, Neil, if you want to unmute yourself, come in and say hello to the community. Go ahead.
Good morning, all. Good morning from New York. I'm the early bird.
Nice.
This is a usual time that I am up in the morning, so it's not uncommon that you'll find me on WhatsApp, WeChat, online this time of the morning. Rose is a 30-year-old company. We are part of a few organizations. What really interests me was Africa. There's a growing need for a good, reliable network into this region. Sanya, who works with me, she and I have known each other for some 10 years. She is my global assistant. She works directly for me, promoting Rose, working with agents, working with clients, basically my eyes and ears around the world. We are a company of some 40 people. We have our own service contracts to and from the USA. We are a niche player in consolidation, and we also handle air freight. And I believe we have a pretty good sales team as well in conjunction. And at the end of October, we will complete 30 years of business, which in my eyes is a pretty big milestone for the business. I have two other partners as well. They are the future of Rose. One is a gentleman named Lance. The other is my son, Josh, who will be leading Rose into the future. I mean, although I am there, I will be there. I am primarily doing sales and marketing and running a little of the business, but I see real potential here, and thus both Sonia and I are on this meeting today jointly.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil, for being here. Congratulations again on completing your time in the industry. It's always good when we have veterans that bring in some wealth of knowledge that's to share. Okay, I'll jump straight in now to our superstars for today, our new members that I will quickly introduce. We have Sridhar Sahu, who is the manager of overseas business development at Cargosol. Grace Kimani from Toplink Consolidators, who could not be here. We have Kawino Duncan from Aerial Freight from Mombasa, Kenya. I think the slides are moving a little bit slower than me, but she's catching up. And then we have Sean Subramani, who is the manager at Strategic Resource and Export of Synergy Worldwide from Durban, South Africa. And we have John Claude, who is the managing director of General Services Company, Jesco Burundi. And finally, Ananda Padmanabhan, Chief Executive Officer at WF Logistics. I know some of you could not be here today, but I think we have Sean, Sridhar, Anand, and Kawino on the call. John is still trying to connect as we speak, so I'm going to jump straight into the questions. Once again, a similar sort of a question. If you can quickly come in and introduce yourself, your company, where you're from, and also tell us how you got into freight forwarding. I think people would like to know your story. So perhaps we can start with Sean. If you can come in and tell us, introduce yourself and tell us how you got into the business. Sean, are you with us? Do I see him on the screen? I think he's here. Sean, go ahead.
I am. Good afternoon.
Okay, good
I think
afternoon.
good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone here. You can call me Sambat, and I am from Cambodia, from ADAP Cargo Logistics. I am just new in this department for 1.5 years only, and we are glad and happy to support. If you have any inquiry from Cambodia, please just contact me. I also have leave a message on chatting. Thank you very much.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining us. Although I think there's a misunderstanding. I was asking for Sean Subramaniam to come in. This is always a challenge on Zoom. We've seen this in the past as well. But yeah, good to have you as well with us, and thank you for joining. But I'm trying to connect with Sean again. Sean, are you with us? We can't see your screen.
Can you hear me now, Melvin?
We can hear you, but we don't see you.
Yeah, I've got a bit of slight internet connection, so that's why I just put the video off at the moment.
Okay.
So,
let's try this.
If you can hear
go
me,
ahead.
that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening to all my friends all over the world. I'm Sean Subramani from South Africa. The company I work for is Synergy World Logistics. I'm actually based in Durban, being the head office, but we got offices all over South Africa. The company has been 28 years in the industry. How did I get into this business? Well, purely it's been true with my family, because from the time I left school in 97, in 98, I went straight into the shipping. So my dad, my sisters, my uncle, aunties, all have been in the industry. I think it got into my blood, and so yeah, I am in the industry.
Okay, awesome. So it's a family business. Nice. Kawino, are you with us? Kawino.
Oh yes, I'm with you. This is Duncan Kawino from Arion Freight Systems in Mombasa, Kenya. Yeah. This is Arion is a family business that started 10 years back. I just inherited from my father.
Okay, seems like we lost him. We inherited the business, but he didn't inherit a good connection. Is he still with us? Okay, I think we seem to have lost him, so I'll jump on to the next one. Sridhar, are you with us? Sridhar
Yeah,
Sahu, unmute yourself and come in.
Melvin,
Go
I'm
ahead.
with you. Hello, Melvin. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
problems
Yeah,
with
are
my
you back?
connections.
Sorry.
I don't know
Okay.
whether I can continue or
Kawino, you can, okay, let's give Kawino a chance to continue and tell us your
no.
story. How
Yeah,
did you get
definitely.
into the freight business?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him 10 more seconds to try and see if he can reconnect.
My internet is very unstable. I'm very sorry for this.
No problem. We'll try this. We can try that now. We can hear you. So perhaps you can still go ahead and tell us. Okay, it seems like he's having a challenge. So let's move on then to Sridhar.
Hello, Melvin. Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Sridhar here. I manage overseas business development at Cargosoul Logistics Limited, India. Something to say about my company. Cargosoul has a rich history spanning over over 20 years as a one-stop solution for all your logistic needs. We began as a very small proprietorship company and grown progressively, like first becoming a partnership firm, then a private limited company, and today we stand proudly as a public limited company. With 6 branches across India, we have also established our presence internationally with offices in UAE, Thailand, China, Hong Kong, and Canada. We are also proud to be announcing that we are an ISO and AEO certified company, adhering strictly to their norms and compliances. And I had the privilege of being part of this remarkable journey for the past 12 years, witnessing and contributing for the growth of our company. How did I get into this forwarding business? I have a very interesting professional journey to share. I joined this industry 13 years ago after completing my graduation. Prior to that, I was working 3 years working in Indian film industry as a makeup artist. While the role I had was very charming, but there was something missing. I was not getting the thrill. This thrill was fulfilled when I transitioned to the freight forwarding industry. The daily planning, executions, new challenges with this industry have kept my enthusiasm alive. Even after so many years, I am still learning, growing, which makes my work in this industry incredibly exciting.
Awesome. Okay, good to have you as our member, and yeah, look forward to seeing you in Dubai at the next event. Kawino, are you now in? I can see that you're on the chat, but I don't know if you're able to
Yes.
still
I've
continue.
tried to unblock the video so that I can be heard clearly.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me just start once again. My name is Dan Kawino. I inherited this business from my dad who retired 5 years ago.
Okay.
Initially, I was an IT expert, so I joined the company and brought in a lot of technology within the company.
Right.
We are basically head office in Mombasa with a branch in Nairobi, branch in Dar es Salaam, we have an office in Uganda, and we can handle all inland cargo for the landlocked countries through the port of Mombasa and Dar es Salaam. That is for sea freight. And for air freight, our main hub is in Nairobi International Airport, which serves Eastern Central Africa. Arion Freight System has grown from a small, noble company since I joined in, and it's developed its strength and roots within East and Central Africa. So we are very strong in air freight, we're very strong in sea freight. We have our own trucks that can handle cargo to different destinations within East and Central Africa. And we've already interacted with some of the members here, and I think with our knowledge and basic information and our prowess and competitive rates within the region, we can support you, the network, comfortably and develop the African Logistics Alliance within the African continent. Thank you very much, and I look forward to working with everybody in this network. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, don't go away. Maybe I can jump onto the next question straight with you. We start with you and then I move to the other panelists. If you can tell us also what is your unique selling point that you can offer the members, and also what you're looking for from the network.
Definitely, thank you very much. Our unique selling point in this region, when we get sales leads, we follow it until we close the business. We have routes that are opening up, like the Mogadishu port, the Somali regions that we are key to sell, because we are establishing an office in Somali very soon. And the Southern Sudan country that is just developing is also our key selling and unique region that we want members to explore, because a lot of UN agencies have come up in Kenya, in South Sudan. British Army is already in Somali, so we expect a lot of United Nations consignments coming to support these regions. So these are the strengths that are currently available within our region.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I hear that a lot from our African members about the UN business, and I think that's one of the reasons that partners also look to join a network or an Africa Alliance, because they're looking for opportunities to participate in UN bids and UN tenders. All right, maybe we can move on to Sean. If you can take this question, unmute yourself and come in.
All right. I think, Melvin, like every other agency around the world, we all can do everything and anything. I think our unique point that we will be offering our partners overseas is we're one of the few agents in the country to be AEO approved by customs. So it tells you that we're doing everything right and correct according to the laws. And we've just created our own Syntrack system. So the benefit for our agents, partners, customers, you'll be able to track and trace your shipments. And if the agents overseas want a demo or something, they can contact me, and by all means, I can show them a demo of the system.
Yeah, interesting. That should be something that maybe we can also talk about in Dubai, and we'd be interested to see how you can empower some of our members. All right, awesome. Sridhar, maybe you want to come in and tell us what is your USP and what are you looking for in the network?
Yeah, definitely. The unique selling point which sets us apart in this industry is our extensive range of owned services is one of our key strengths. We have our own fleet of vehicles with our own transportation department, ensuring reliable and efficient transportation. Custom clearance in India is very process oriented, but we manage this seamlessly with our in-house custom clearance division. Additionally, we also offer comprehensive warehousing solutions also. Other than that, most importantly, we have an NVOCC division boosting over 1,000 containers, including flat racks, open tops, reefer containers. These assets enable us to efficiently serve the regions such as Southeast Asia, Middle East, Indian subcontinent, Gulf, Far East, CIS destination, and some parts of Africa. So if I need to summarize it, if you want to pick up the cargo from any remote part of India, Xworks, DDP, DAP, we are the best partners for you.
Awesome. Okay, great. Since we have a couple of our members that are not here to share their story, I want to then bring in perhaps Jana Tata, since she's a new member at Emerge. Maybe Jana, you can come in and introduce yourself, tell us how you got into the business, and also what is your USP.
That means I'm skipping the next time you introduce me. Right. Well, it's an interesting story. I grew up and was raised here in Taipei, in Taiwan, and I come from a trading background. So we have a family business of trading. And then I just wanted to see what's on the other side of, the line. I want to get into the freight forwarding business instead of being the client,
Right.
And so while looking for a job, managed to find one, and then I grew up the ladder from there.
Okay, nice.
So,
awesome. And what would you say is your USP that you can provide to the network, and perhaps what are you looking for from Emerge?
Yeah, as I was mentioning, the unique part of us being here is having the very close relationship with Evergreen and Yaming Line, because the headquarters is here. So whenever you talk about contracts, space, I mean special, not equipment, but like special needs, like additional free times, or something happened somewhere and you need somebody to find a solution for you. So we go straight to the HQ. So we keep a very tight, relationship with them. We basically see them for lunches and dinners on regular basis. So that gives me the benefit of this relationship with the shipping line, so close that I can, even if you're booking cross-trade business, I can release it here from HQ. And that's what I'm trying to share with everyone, to come use this, unique selling point.
Awesome. Okay. And so what brings you to, before I jump on to the next question, I'd like to know why Emerge and why an Africa region? What is it that you're looking to tap into with this network in particular?
I like to solve puzzles. So African market is something new and it's a niche market. A lot of agents are afraid to do business in that region. And so I think it's just a new challenge for me that I'm, prepared to meet.
Okay, awesome. All right, great. Then I jump on to my last and final question. That's primarily for the African members. So I'll go on to Kawino Duncan. Perhaps you can come us and tell us something that's unique about Africa that the world doesn't know, and and what is it that you can bring to the table for Emerge? Kawino?
Thank you once again. Africa is unique because Africa is gradually developing, and there's a lot of infrastructure development, a lot of factories coming in, a lot of mining going on. So there's a lot in Africa that Africa can offer to the world. And we agents in Africa are able to support all parts of the world. Receive cargo, send cargo, and deliver as appropriate. Africa is very rich in everything. So everything you want in the world is in Africa. So this is a growing and very developing for logistics industry. So we welcome everybody, make a visit, bring in investors in Africa, because there's too much in Africa that is coming up compared to other nations that are already developed. Thank you very much.
Awesome. I'll take, I see Money has raised his hand, but before I go to Money, I just want to hear from Sean. What is some of the unique opportunities perhaps in South Africa, and tell us something about South Africa that the world doesn't know, or Africa in general. Go ahead, Sean.
So, there's the unique opportunities in Africa, like Melvin, there's in the various sectors, including the energy, infrastructure, agriculture, natural resources, and communication. And these things are growing like, every other month. It's just growing at the moment. In Africa in general, what the world doesn't know, there's the second most populated continent in the world. And by the year 2050, it's looking like it's going to double to about 2.3 billion.
Oh.
So it tells you what's going to happen in Africa business-wise.
Right. Okay, interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Sridhar, I don't know if you want to share anything about Africa before I take on Money. Sridhar?
Yeah, Melvin.
Hello. Do you have anything that you'd like to share about the unique opportunities in Africa?
Yeah, I think that this continent is experiencing a rapid economic development, and the infrastructure expansion, like creating a high demand for reliable logistic solutions. I think it's a right opportunity to be in this network, like joining Emerge as an African network, and take the advantage and share our strong point with other members also.
Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. All right, Money, I see that you had your hand up. Maybe you can unmute yourself and come in and tell us what is it that you'd like to share?
Yeah, hello everyone. Because I wanted to introduce myself, because my company is in Iran. The name of the Castro is shipping agency and logistic company.
Okay.
And I know about the business between the Africa and Iran. There are some of the petroleum, mostly to the west and east of the Africa, such as the Mogadishu. And I'd like to know about the details of the Mr. Covino about this business, because we can arranging some business from the Africa to Iran, as well as to pass this cargo to the CIS also, and we can arranging the many and support this network in Iran for all of the requirements. And it's my pleasure to join to you about this.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I would love to connect you to Covino once we're done with the call, and then you can have that conversation in depth with him to see how you guys can look to collaborate. But for now, I'm
Yes,
going
yes.
to
My
wrap up.
company,
Yeah, go ahead,
my
Mani.
company, yeah, and my company arranging to be agent and ship agent for the huge and break bulk vessel from the Africa to Iran also, and mostly for some MUCC brand in Iran, because right now we are agent for 2 MUCC in Iran, and we can be expanded our business also in Iran. Thank you.
Understood. Okay, thanks for sharing that. All right, we'll proceed on to our next program, which is a keynote address by my partner, Christian Räuber. He's talking about how independent forwarders succeed in today's marketplace. I'm not going to waste any more time. Just allow Sherry to roll that video now.
How do independent forwarders compete with multinationals? Multinational forwarders are having all-time high profits during the pandemic and seem to be dominating the market. Since they have a complete network of own offices to work with, which independent forwarders don't have, some customers think that independent forwarders are not serious in their business. Multinationals have it easy with finances compared to independents. As independents, we are not owned by governments or banks and are unable to buy our customers like the big guys do. And without long-term service contracts with shipping lines and airlines, where do we get the space to sell to our customers? You may even start believing that our IT systems are not updated, but is that really true? The world of independent forwarding is actually the total opposite of what the industry and customers might think. Independent forwarders are all over the world, and there are more than 100,000 active companies, which represent 50% of the total market share. While we do not have offices worldwide, it gives us the flexibility to choose who we want to work with. And if that is the case, we choose to work with the best option in the market. Even if we do not have shipping line and airline contracts, we do have valuable long-term connections with carriers. We have long-standing management teams, unlike the multinationals do, since we are mostly family-run and our service comes straight from the heart for the love of our families. And since we do not have a changing management every 3 to 4 years like multinationals do, we really know what we're doing much more than what a multinational will ever understand. We can take quick decisions to keep ourselves competitive compared to multinationals that take a long time to get things right. And that is why we believe in understanding our customers better by building relationships that help shippers and consignees move their cargo the best possible way. For us to stay in business, we need to offer solutions that customers can trust. Because we are so many, IT companies have recently switched their focus to serving the independent forwarders market instead of the multinationals only. This means that we have the latest technology at our disposal. And when we decide to get into things, we do it right by setting up highly specialized teams in niche fields of logistics that multinationals are not equipped to handle. From hand-carrying goods for ultra-urgent shipments to temperature-controlled cargo for pharma and food products, independent forwarders are more serious than what a multinational can brag about. With many of us heavily invested in equipment like trucks, warehouses, cranes, and loyal teams, you can maintain a more stable service level you can rely your business on. So the next time you need to decide if you should work with a multinational or an independent, think about this video and hopefully you will be reminded that working with independent forwarders is the way to go. As everything that we do is personal, and companies that value the personal touch will always be able to give better solutions to their customers now and in the future. This video is brought to you by RW Solutions. RW is focused in partnership networking amongst freight forwarders with 900 members from 100 countries worldwide.
All right. We have a couple more of our new members that have joined us, including John and Louisa, but I'll wait for them to come back on with their cameras. Before that, I can also would like to share our video after movie from our last conference that was held in Istanbul, our inaugural event. I know some of you were there. I'd like to showcase that now.
Members and guests, welcome to Istanbul and welcome to Emerge, an alliance for Africa. We're excited and pumped for our inaugural conference here at the beautiful Hilton Bomonti. Over the next 4 days, we put together a power-packed agenda filled with one-to-one meetings, cocktails, river cruise on the Bosphorus Strait, and so much more.
Istanbul is a beautiful city. People are loving and caring, and the good thing about Turkey is that it's growing and there are a lot of business opportunities because it is the hub between Asia and Europe. So it's amazing to be here. It's beautiful.
It's exciting, and that's because I suppose every day is different. It brings something new. No every day is the same, so it's varied. It brings a lot of variety to what we do. One day we could be dealing with sea freight, the next day it's air freight, or it's just the diversity of what we do as
dynamic. You never face the same situation in an everyday life. It's very dynamic. You face new problems, new opportunities, and new challenges every day.
Istanbul is amazing, very amazing, full of life, full of growth.
We can't wait to create synergies and bridge this gap between Africa and the world. I can't wait to show you what we've got. Stay tuned and see you on the other side.
Okay, that definitely brings back some memories from our last event. Naturally, that was something that was very close to my heart as it was an inaugural event. Some of our members on the on the chat today here were present in Istanbul, and we can't wait to now go back to Dubai. I would also like to quickly call upon Luisa. She's our new member out of Portugal, also a great, a dear friend of mine. Unmute yourself, come in and tell us, introduce yourself, where you're from, and why you have joined Emerge.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Luisa. I'm representing NVO Express in Portugal. Our company is based on the market of the freight forwarding for the last 21 years. We have a very young and expertise team. And our must are the daily challenges of our job. So on our company, we care about the cargo, we care about the customers, and mostly we care about our partners, because caring on our partners is caring about the business, and caring about the business partner is also taking care of our own business. So this is our main concern in the company. As far as the work, our company, it's a freight forwarder with a license obviously from the Portuguese authorities. We are a member of the Portuguese Freight Forwarder Association. We are an IATA, directly with the IATA, and we are also FIATA. We have been recognized for the second year as an excellency member from the Portuguese Freight Forwarder Association, which means that we must fulfill lots of requirements to be awarded with this, especially as far as the forwarding work, the skills, and the financial support as well. So also we have been awarded this year by the Portuguese Psychologists Association, and actually only 2 members of our work community got this award as the workplace to work, healthy workplace, and means that we fulfill the lots, and we do take care about our people inside the office, so that they can do their own job and to be a part integrated of the full company structure, or the major and the main and the most important part of the work on the company. So we deal especially on the ocean freight and air. We have joined this network because a part of myself to believe on Melvin work on other networks that I belong also, and because Africa is not it's a continent that I know since my beginning, when I started to work at the company which is now called Bolloré. At that time it was called SCAC, and it was the first freight forwarder in Europe to do work with Africa, one part of East Africa. And so I lost this connection when I left this company too many years ago, when and we don't have really a good connections on this continent. And because we need to extend our knowledge, our work especially, and I believe with our skills, professional skills, we do have everything to extend the work to this continent, and also offer the work on our side to this continent. And because we believe also on the Emerge. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks, Luisa, for joining us. Congratulations on winning the award for Healthy Workplace. We're happy to have you with us, and I'm excited to show you connections and synergies over the course of the year. And also looking forward to seeing you in Dubai. All right, next up we have Jean-Claude was meant to be one of our panelists. He wasn't able to join in earlier. I see him on the chat now. He is representing Burundi. Jean, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself, come in and introduce yourself to the community. I'll give him a couple of seconds. Yes, we can see you, John. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Jean-Claude?
Hello, everybody. Hope
We
you
can hear
hear
you.
my hope you hear my voice. I'm presently now in Nairobi for a meeting. So you see that I'm in the hotel. So I'm Jean-Claude from Burundi. I'm founder of GESECO. GESECO is the general service company. We are in the business of clearing and transport. 10 years ago, we are in Burundi. Burundi is a country in, I can say, in the heart of Africa, in the Great Lake. We are near Tanzania, Rwanda, and the DRC, and we are also member of East African community countries. So,
How did you get into the business? I'm more interested in learn about that.
Sorry?
How did you get into the business?
Yeah. I can say the business is okay. Burundi, I can say we are at the last option of logistics. So we are representing some main companies of transport and logistics from East Africa, but also from the world. We are working mainly with some companies. So we are also doing some export from Burundi because, you know, Africa, we are a land of natural resources. So we are also need those companies from Europe because Europe and Asia, you know, those countries are importing resources in Africa, like coffee, for example. Coffee of Burundi is the best. We are exporting in Asia and also Europe. So I think we are here. We are a member of Emerge because we want to build network opportunities. From Europe, from Asia, if you come in Africa, we are here. We can do business together. We can take care of your shipment. So it's a pleasure for me to be member of this family. I hope together we can build a big family of logisticians. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for joining Emerge. And yeah, looking forward to talking more when we meet at our second annual conference in Dubai. I'll move on now. And just very quickly, I want to give you guys a little more information about Emerge. We're now 70 member stations from 40 countries. Our membership fee, this is something that some of you as observers who are joining here today may be interested to know. We are our regular membership fee is priced at $2,500. However, when you join us here today, you will enjoy a special price of $1,999 for a non-African forwarder and $1,000 if you are a forwarder from Africa. And these costs are inclusive of your annual membership fee, your security fee, your one-time application fee, bank fees, and also we are giving one free conference pass to attend our second annual partnership meet later this year in Dubai. Once you're a member, you will, of course, be announced to our members and also a global database and across our social media platforms. You will also be added to our network agency list where you can identify the payment habits of other members. We also will have a digital version, which is an intranet that we're working on to exchange leads and other social interactions. We also have a WhatsApp community, of course, for you to easily exchange leads and business. Finally, I'd like to invite you all to attend our second annual partnership meet that will be held at the W Hotel in Dubai. Dubai is also home to me, and so I can't wait to receive you and show you around a little. This will be held on the September 23rd to the 26th. It will be co-hosted with the Freight Summit. Some of you may know this. The Freight Summit is an open event without membership that is attended usually between 300 to 400 forwarders every year. So our event will be held together with that. and you will have the opportunity not just to meet and interact with delegates and members of Emerge, but also interact with members of the Freight Summit. So we're expecting anything between 400 to 500 attendees for this event. That pretty much wraps up proceedings for today. Feel free to connect with me or any of my colleagues from the team to proceed with your membership or for any questions that you may have. Thank you all for taking the time to be here. A special shout out to all our panelists and our guests that came in and introduced themselves. If you would like to learn more about us, you have all the information on our website that should be splashed on the screen now. I see that there's some trouble with the slides. You have that on the screen now. Okay, great. We also have our poll that I'd like to share with you. It should pop up on your screen. If you can just take a minute to let us know and to give us some feedback on what you thought of the meeting today, and also how likely it is for you to join us at our event in Dubai. You should have a poll on your screen now. Please go on to answer those 3 simple questions and click on submit when you are done. All right, thanks for sharing that. It will help us improve on the virtual events moving forward. Finally, before I go away, I'd like to leave you with a video inviting you to attend the second conference in Dubai. Once the video is done, I will stay back for a couple of minutes to take any questions that you may have, or also if anybody wants to come in and introduce themselves, we'll have a quick 5-minute session post this video. Yeah, go ahead, Jerry, and you can roll that video now. All right, that pretty much wraps up the proceedings. If there's a question that you have now, please raise your hand and I will come around to ask you. Do I see a hand? All right, I'm not sure if I can see everybody on the screen correctly, but if there's no question, we all can take leave. Yes, go ahead, Tesfaye.
Okay, the upcoming event in Dubai, I think in the same week with the upcoming event of FIATA, which is going to be held in Panama.
Right.
Have you checked the schedule? Maybe I'm afraid it will clash with the FIATA, the upcoming FIATA Congress. I heard that there is a FIATA Congress in Panama in our board meeting with Ethiopian Freight Forwarders Association, which is in fact a member of FIATA. Have you checked with that?
Yes, Tesfaye, thanks for raising that. Naturally, it's something that we are aware of and we did take it into consideration. It was a difficult decision to make. However, we felt like our members saw value by co-hosting it with the Freight Summit last year, where there was additional networking opportunity beyond just the African Alliance. And so we wanted to capitalize on that. And so we decided to piggyback once again this year. The Freight Summit, unfortunately, always happens around this time. And that is something that, my partners were not flexible to move. And I had a difficult decision to make. And this is the decision we made to go ahead and co-host it with the Freight Summit. It's also a matter of economies of scale, where we wanted to ensure that we were able to buy on the contracts of the Freight Summit. When you have 400 delegates attending at the Freight Summit, then a network like ours, which is still at a very nasal stage and still at a very early stages of the network, we wanted to make sure that we were capitalizing on that. But to answer your question, I was aware, and it was a tough decision to make, but and I hope that some of the members can still see value in being there at Emerge. And we're definitely not trying to compete with FIATA, but at the same time, this was something that we just needed to do. Any other questions that we have? Okay. I don't see anyone else with a raised hand. So then if everyone's happy, we can all go away, and I'll leave you all to a fantastic day ahead. Take care, have fun, and I look forward to seeing you in Dubai. See you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
And
Thank you very much. Really interesting.